Clear out the room, I'm coming through, they wanna see what I'm about. Yeah, I got skills, do it for the thrill, I'm on a paper route. Extra, read about it, I'm today's trending topic. I put commas over bullshit, yeah, I put that on mamas. They tryna block all my blessings, they thought I lost for stepping. I bet on me and my team, ISO is what I'm repping. Put on for the whole city, yeah, I got them rocking with me. I bet on me and my team, ISO is what I'm repping.
Yo, what's going on, Scott? Welcome back to an episode of Season 4 with the warmer weather upon us. I am stoked to be playing more paintball. Also stoked to share it, create more videos around paintball, stuff like that. So again, in an effort to help that, just like we did with the skiing, I'm gonna be going over what's in my paintball gear bag for 2023. Starting off with the bag itself, this is the HK Army Expand Roller Bag. I believe it's 75 liters. Can basically fit everything that I need and more. I had a smaller gear bag once, but I just couldn't fit enough in it. So this thing's pretty full, pretty heavy, but it's built really well. And so far haven't had any issues with it. So we're gonna start with some of these like extra little side pockets. This is sort of just little trinkets and gadgets. In this one I have all my spare parts for my markers, O-rings, everything like that that you would need. I keep some electrical tape, just spare stuff, more electrical tape, athletic tape, and then lube for my markers, which we will get into. And what else is in here? Oh yeah, set of Allens, gotta have Allens, chargers for the gun, and more Allens. So again, this is kind of like my tool pouch, stuff that if something goes wrong or some maintenance, kind of shove it all in there. This one here, this other side one, this is totally just like extra stuff that I've sort of kept. I have chin straps for the masks because you need those for tournaments. I have a rain lid, an extra speed feed, a visor for my mask, another rain lid it looks like, some pivot locks. So really just extra stuff that I've kind of changed on my gear, but you know, you obviously need chin straps, you need rain lids, stuff like that. Next one on this side, this is where I keep all my headgear. So I've just rocked the GoPro beanie for a while. I also have an HK Sandana. I just don't know, for some reason I can't get around it. Maybe in the summer when it gets hot. Then I have headbands, my Syracuse Chaos. This thing is like a classic right here, the Pat Lau Fan Club. This is my go-to headband. I also have this other one that I got when I used to play 10 years ago. And then I ended up getting this Houston Heat one, and like, I forgot what happened. I got something from HK Army and they like also sent some random stuff, and in that was a headband. So I don't think I've ever used that one. So just kind of keep all my headgear, soft goods on this side. Last one over here, this is again, it's kind of like extra stuff. It's mostly barrel socks. So I have about barrel condoms, barrel covers, whatever you want to call it. You know, you got to have your barrel covers. I have an extra Lux one here, and I think that's it. And then a random tank grip. These are sort of good pockets for all this little stuff that you don't want to just throw into the abyss of a gear bag, and you want to have compartmentalized a little bit. So we're going to start with this end here. This end opens up. This is really meant for your goggles. It's micro fleece lined or whatever on the inside to protect them. I do have a bag, I just didn't really put them in the bag right now, but this is the pair of goggles that I am rocking. This is the HK Army KLR. I also have the SLR. I haven't used it yet. The reason why I do like the KLR is because of the softer ears. Kind of reminds me of the ProFlexes that I used to rock. It's a smaller mask. I haven't really had any issues with it. I love how easy it is to change out the lenses. Can do it in basically under a minute. I even added this little pad on the back, which has honestly been, I was a little skeptical of it, but it's been really great for just keeping the mask secure on my head and well fitting. So I did change to the mirrored lenses, the chrome lenses. I just really like that look. When I used to play, customizing your mask was like a big thing in terms of a player's identity. So kind of brought that back with like the one black, one white lock, threw some electrical tape on it, numbers, stuff like that. So I also have the HK Army goggle mount for the GoPro. So this fits really well, very secure on the mask. Then I can throw a GoPro on there for ad cam footage, stuff like that. So yeah, this is the mask I'm rocking. Then I keep it with a microfiber to just, you know, you can never have too many rags. So this lives in this side compartment and I never really have to worry about it. Okay, now the main thing. There is really no organization to this. I played this past weekend just at a rec field. So some of my gear is dirty. And yeah, like I said, there just really isn't much organization to this. So let's start off just in this top pocket. Yeah, that's why I really like this bag. There's just so many little pockets. So barrel swabs. And then I also have, oh yeah, this is just kind of a bag of all GoPro mounts and the Allen keys that I need for them. So I have everything in one place because the Allen keys are so small, the screws are small. I was spending way too much time with oily, painty hands trying to figure out what I needed. So I just threw them all into one bag. Then obviously I have a spare set of double A's for my loader that I'll show you guys in a second. So I could fit more in here, but that's kind of what's going up here in this top section. Now the main area of the bag itself. Let's see, starting off are the cleats. These things are filthy. I'll try to take one out. These are the HK Army Diggers. The reason why I got these years ago was I just didn't have any cleats at the time. So I was kind of lost as to where to go. And these were pretty cheap, relatively speaking. And I haven't had many issues with them. They are high top, which I really like. I think a lot of people talk about them falling apart, but so far for the price I paid, I think 70 bucks, they've held up pretty well. So I keep them in this bag just because they get so filthy. Next thing, let's go with these pants. I have a few different pairs of pants. The ones I've been rocking lately so far are these HK like skulls. I don't really know how to describe them. I don't think they're necessarily a specific paintball pant, but they are made by HK. The reason why I've been wearing them lately is because it's been cold and this is a lot heavier pant. So just kind of warmth, but there's not like there's reinforced knees or anything like you would find in an actual paintball pant. Again, these are so filthy with like this dirt. I don't even want to put them in the wash right now with all this. So I gotta like hose them down. What do you want to go to next? We'll just grab some of the padding. These are just standard slider shorts. These provide a lot of padding on the hips, on the back of the butt, obviously for sliding, taking dives and stuff like that. So especially with my style of play, which is more aggressive one player. Yeah, I'm big on the padding, especially as I get older. Sticking with padding, these are the Crash or the CTX knee pads. Pretty self-explanatory, these just go on your knees. What I like about these is that they have the double Velcro strap, so they stay up pretty well. I do find myself taping them sometimes because they will fall down. Got to protect the knees as well. And then let's see if I can stay with padding while we're on it. I think they're down here somewhere. Like I said, there's really no method here, just kind of throwing stuff in here. Same thing, the Crash arm pads. These were a huge game changer for me. As soon as I tried these and was using them, I was hooked. Like, they're super comfortable. I love the way they protect the top of the hand, and they just seem to fit my arm really well for some reason. These are my old jerseys when I used to play X-Ball in 2008. This is actually a 2009 jersey from the AXBL, the American X-Ball League. This was like the prime of my playing, and at the time I was only 13, 14 years old, but it was basically an open division. We were playing against guys like Billy Bernaccia, Tim Montresor, Ryan Moorhead, Chad George. I mean, all these guys were in this league. It was a really incredible time for paintball that sadly collapsed. But this is my AXBL jersey, Syracuse Chaos. And then I have a 2008, this was the minor X-Ball league, the MXL. This was kind of the feeder league that I played in the year before. And then the next year I moved up into the kind of like the premier division. I don't know which one I like better. I mean, I kind of like the colors of the blue and yellow one, but I don't know, the AXBL one is just so sick. So those are the jerseys, old school jerseys. I just have a few dry fits, sort of just some tees to go underneath my jersey and stuff like that, help prevent the sweat. These are made by HK Army as well. Moving right along with the rest of the gear here, I have my HK Army 0G 2.0 pack. This is a strapless pack. Back in the day, you used to have, you know, Velcros to hold the pods in, but now they've just advanced where there's tensioners on the back of the pack here that hold the pod. So you just save that extra 1/10 of a second from having to unstrap and then pull the pod. You can just pull the pod right out. So this is a 4+3+4, meaning I can hold 11 pods if I need to. I don't think I've ever ran 11 pods. I think the most is probably 7 or something. But again, I like to stay a little bit lighter and be a bit more aggressive. But yeah, I like this pack, no bounce. It stays really well when running and stuff like that. So these are my other pair of pants. These are the HK Army TRK Airs, the Ronnie Dizon edition. I figured to support a fellow YouTuber and pro player. I would think if you purchase his stuff, he gets some sort of commission or royalty from it. So I do like the design anyways, but the thing with these pants is that they're way lighter, and it's kind of like a proper paintball pant. The reinforced knees, the swab pockets on the back. I haven't actually used these yet. So before I was using just normal TRKs, which are kind of like the other pants I showed you, except they are quite a bit heavier. So I'm thinking for the summer months when it's really hot out here, these will be really nice to rock. So excited to use these. I might actually use these this coming weekend. I'm not exactly sure yet. So I think that just about, the gloves, I just literally use Gorilla Grips that you'd get at like a hardware store. I've used a bunch of different gloves throughout my years playing, and these have been just like the best, cheapest glove. I like wearing gloves. My problem with paintball gloves is that they seem to be a little bit too bulky and limiting. These things are just super thin, still gives you that grip on the gun, a little bit of protection. So Gorilla Grip gloves, these have been really great to use. I have 2 full marker setups. So, you know, if one thing goes down, I'm a big believer in backups, whether it's extra skis, camera gear, whatever. So I have 2 full setups. Kind of start with my backup. This is a Ninja extra light tank, 6845 with an HK Army tank cover. Rocking the thread protector, nipple cover, stuff like that. 6845 is just what I like, good size, not too small, not too big. So this is one tank loader. Again, this isn't my primary setup. This is the die rotor with a speed feed. This is a great loader. It's just really heavy and a little bit dated. I think they make some better loaders. However, this kind of is like a trusty, you know, it's got the manual unjam button here. So, and then the marker that I used with that setup, my backup marker right now, is the Lux X. So this was great. I've been a Lux user since they came out, but yeah, just upgraded. Nothing wrong with this, but again, I like having a backup that I just keep in the marker pouch here. Some people like them, some people don't like them, but at the end of the day, all the markers are great, just like anything else nowadays. Cameras, skis, it just really comes down to personal preference. So this is my backup marker right now. Getting into my primary stuff, the tank, this is the HK Army Aero Light, or extra lightweight, I don't know. It's the lightest kind of tank you can get, 6845. The reason why I like this one more than the other one is it has the Pro regulator on it, so you can move where the gauge and the nipple are. So on my other tank, they would stick out right into my arm. With this tank, I can adjust them so they're not digging into my wrist as I'm playing. So other than that, pretty basic, just have some tape on the end, thread protectors. Yeah, I like the weight of that tank for sure. Moving on to the, I got some paint in here. The Spire 4, massive upgrade for me over the rotor. And I have the new metal or aluminum speed feed from HK Army. Was skeptical about it. Matt at Saints Paintball kind of gave his recommendation for it, and it's honestly been really nice compared to the rubber one. It just seems to be a little bit easier for the pod to get in there and the balls to go down, where the rubber one just felt like sometimes it gets stuck and it wouldn't necessarily depress with the balls. So Virtue Spire 4, all black. I guess the marker I'm using now that I'm super excited with is the TM40. So this is basically just the predecessor or the next model from the Lux X here. And Matt hooked me up. He kind of took the gun back and did a different color swap, so I had inverses. So stoked to use this. I love the color scheme, the black with the white. So these are the 2 markers I'm rocking this year. And then lastly is kind of barrels. I have a full Freak XL kit in here. These are barrel inserts. So you have different sizes to bore match the paint, just to help increase your accuracy and your efficiency. And then for the barrels, I keep here in this little barrel pouch thing. My primary barrel is the Freak XL carbon fiber one piece. The Freak XL is great. It's just a little bit heavier, so I was really trying to shave a lot of weight from my hopper to my tank to my gun to the barrel. So just being as quick and nimble as I can. So I have the Freak XL one piece. I just like this barrel. Haven't really noticed too much in terms of actual performance, but it's a lighter kit than the full Freak XL that comes with the Luxes. So I have one here, and then I have a full like silver one as well. So if you guys have a full black one, or you want to trade a silver Freak tip for a black Freak tip, that would be sick. And I could go full black, a full silver, and then a carbon fiber ones. So one thing I didn't mention is that I wear just like compression shorts or compression leggings underneath my slider shorts, so I'm not just like free balling it underneath there. But that is my equipment. Super stoked. Feel like I have a gnarly little kit to play. Hope this shed some insight. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know what you're rocking if you're playing paintball this year, and I'll see all of you guys in the next episode. Take it easy, fam. Peace out.
Clear out the room, I'm coming through. They wanna see what I'm about. Yeah, I got skills, do it for the thrill. I'm on a paper route. Extra, read about it.